Hey there. Today we're going to go over how to set up your global tax rates. Tax rates are very important for things like your opportunities or your projects. So within opportunities, you're able to create your estimates, and in those estimates, we'll have items that you can tax. Same thing with your project budget. And then, of course, the tax rate is also really important for things like items in your price book that you also want to tax. We no longer have a tax percentage option. So you'll notice that if you have used our price book before, a lot of this is going to get changed over to a tax box once you have created your tax rates. If you haven't created a tax rate, it's still going to show up as tax rate here, as like a percentage right there, but it's not going to essentially add it or total it on the budget really well without this tax rate. So if you still see that right here, then you'll notice that you have to go in and add a tax rate before you can effectively work on your budget. Now, to add your tax rate, you're going to click on your avatar in the top right corner and select settings. And then from there, you're going to be able to choose your tax rate. Now, your tax rate always lives under your financial settings and it lives within the manage tax settings. This is where you can now create a tax rate. So you're able to go ahead and add taxes. You can name the tax, you can create a rate. One of the things I want to talk about really quickly is that in order for tax rates, you'll notice that I have a Colorado state tax and a Denver city tax. You're not able to add multiple tax rates to the same item. So if you do have multiple tax rates that you want to essentially add, you'll want to combine them here so that they are one tax rate. You can always choose to either delete the tax rate or set it as a default. So you'll notice that I have a ton of options on here. And additionally, you'll have the ability to turn these on and off. So maybe I don't need this test tax rate anymore. I can turn these off and they become inactive essentially. Or I can always delete the tax if I wanted to. But if you've used these already on some other budgets and things like that, I wouldn't necessarily delete those. I would just actually move them to inactive. Again, you're able to add tax, adjust the tax and set it as a default. And then of course, when it comes to adding tax to things like your projects, your opportunities, you'll just click here, go to a budget at any point in time, click on your financials, you'll select your budget tab, or if you're in an estimate, you'll just click on the estimates tab. And then down here, you'll see an estimated tax, and this is where you can choose your tax rate. So you'll notice any of the ones that I marked as inactive, they're just removed from this list completely. And then I'm able to choose whatever tax I want to choose for this. So maybe I need to choose, Granite County instead or something like that. I can choose that at any point in time and make that choice or make that change on my budget for my opportunities. Now, as always, if you need any help, feel free to click on that question mark and help icon. Happy building.